And you also know what it's like to see a heralded former Pac-12 quarterback get drafted very highly in the draft and walk into the National Football League with tons of expectations. And it does appear that Jayden Daniels' first start will not be under the same circumstances as when Justin Herbert with Anthony Lynn got his first start. Let's hope. That said, my long windup of asking you how he looks to you so far.
Yeah, he's been looking really good, man. Just making throws. I mean, he's going through it, like learning the plays, right? Making some of the rookie mistakes you'd expect. But it's kind of part of the process of becoming a pro, no matter what position you play. But what you really want to see from your quarterback is what I've seen from my veteran quarterbacks that have done well. You know, you're there extremely early, you're committed, you're talking to the guys about routes, you're talking to them about protections, you're a part of the leadership of the group, but that means having conversations. I remember I ran a route, and right after the route we were done, and he called me over, hey, Eck, like, tell me about, like, why'd you sit? How come you didn't break in on that? And it's like, it seems really small, but those things add up to him becoming a complete player, understanding, you know, the philosophies of his players, why they're doing what they're doing, and he can tell them, hey, well, I think you should be here. And so it's baby steps, but those baby steps add up to you becoming a great player. And then as far as him out there making throws, I mean, he's made some spectacular throws already. And so that's what we expected to see from him, you know, what we saw from college. And then obviously he's very mobile too, which, as we know in this league, is where most of the big plays come from, is out on the run. You know, how can you create when things aren't going right? And those are the teams that are, you know, those are quarterbacks that you see take their teams into those playoff runs. So he's bringing it all.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're willing to share, should we expect him to be a significant part of the running game? Do you think, Austin?
Ooh. I think off schedule, yes, okay. Absolutely. And you know, we'll see. I think we've seen it from Lamar over with the Ravens, right, where you do have some of that option reads. Mm-hmm. Like if you got a quarterback that's dynamic and knows how to protect himself, you know, that's the only thing that we got to get in this guy's head is like, hey, man, like, don't be taking these stinking hits, man. Like you got 17 games post playoffs that we got to go through. And so I think that's probably going to be a determining factor is Jayden able to protect himself when he runs, like we can see Lamar doing, you know, and some of these other quarterbacks. You know, every quarterback's different. Like you see, you know, Josh Allen, you know, he's trying to truck people, but he's got that type of body type. You know, Jalen's a little more slim, and so it's like, hey, let's protect you, figure out how you can be the most effective just on the field, whether it's running the ball or throwing the ball, and we'll adjust off of that.
Yeah, and so I mean, you, Brian Robinson Jr., Chris Rodriguez also had some good run, literally, figuratively, for Washington towards the end of the season last year. Just to name some of your colleagues in that room, what's the general sense that you have about splitting carries? Like, how's that going to look, do you think, Austin?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's the same thing every single year. You have to go out there and you have to earn your reps. You have to earn your potential. You have to earn your right to be on the field. Mm-hmm. And we do that through OTAs, training camp. And then it's not only in the backfield, because I've been all over the field already. I'm out wide. I'm in the slot. I'm motioning out of the backfield. It's two of us in the backfield. I'm all over the place. And so I've been putting in work. I have a reputation. I have film out there where it shows like, yeah, Austin can have success when you're throwing him the ball, shallows, you know, crossers. I got some double moves in me. And so, hey, where are you earning it at? Because like I said, Coach Lynn's going to put us in the best position for us. And that's one of the great things that I think Coach Lynn does is, hey, what types of runs, what types of positions can I put my running backs in on the field to have success? And a lot of times, there might be two of us out there because that might be the best matchup for the upcoming game. And so we're splitting out. I'm motioning all over the place. So look, you earn it. You put on the field that you're going to be productive with the ball in your hands. Cliff's going to get you on the field. There's no doubt about that.
All right, screw it. I'll just ask the direct question I wanted to ask, because this is where am I drafting you in fantasy? You know what I mean? Austin,
I love this question because in the NFL and even in fantasy, especially in fantasy, you are judged based off of what you did for me lately. Yeah. What did you do for me last season? Right. And obviously last season, you know, there's high expectations for myself, and it came out high ankle sprain, right? And I'm struggling trying to get back and never really got back to what you know as Austin Ekeler type football. Mm-hmm. But guess what? it's a whole new season, whole new opportunity. Your boy is fresh. Your boy is back. You know, like I said, I've already been all over the field here. And so I know my draft stock is down, but that's great because now I'm going to be able to pick myself up in the first round, right, for myself. Look, I would expect you guys to as well.
Yep.
But I got no hard feelings if you're like, well, Austin, you know, last year you weren't doing what you were supposed to, and this happened and that happened. Yeah, guess what? Stuff happens. But guess what? When Austin has been healthy on the field, you liked what you saw. And guess what? Your boy's back healthy and ready to do it again.
That's what I wanted to hear. I should just ask the direct questions instead of being cute. And I know you're fresh.
Get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Because I saw that photograph that my colleagues put up earlier. Put it up one more time, Hoskins, of you, Austin Ekeler, getting the ball handed off. Look how rocked up you are. Now, let me ask this question. What is happening there? Look at you with your two hands on that thing. But do you do that on purpose? Because you know you're flexing? Do you do that too because you know you're flexing? You know that? Is that why?
That's called fundamentals right there, right?
Okay.
2 hands on the ball, wrist above elbow, right? Protect that thing. There's a whole organization. There's a whole fantasy community. My livelihood in the NFL depends on me holding on to that ball. And so that's why you see, you know, the rocked up arms hanging on to that thing.
Yeah, because you know you're wearing something cut off. And if you just hold fundamentally carry the ball, you also know that you are showing it off. I like it, Austin.
No doubt.
You are next level. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.